We mentioned it earlier in the show. Today is our anniversary, August 1st. This show began 3 years ago. We took a seat right here at the table in another studio, in a studio that was before the studio we just went to, in a studio before that, many studios ago.
Yes.
So let's go down memory lane. August 1st, 2016. How did Good Morning Football look? The very first episode. Take a look.
Oh, my God.
Oh, he's like a huge star now. And
So his stock's going up.
Stock is going up.
Okay.
And, like, he is a huge part of the locker room. And everyone loves him. And he's a defensive lineman that everyone rallies around. Meanwhile, in that time, everyone else's contract is expiring. Stop that. Bobby Wagner, okay?
How much
This is Wagner. He's getting 4 years, $43 million.
$43 million.
All right?
Wow.
All right. Russell Wilson, remember him? Good quarterback, Ciara, the whole deal.
Yep.
4 years, $87 million. All right.
Okay. That's a lot of money.
Doug Baldwin, is he a number one receiver, Kay, in fantasy? I don't know.
How do you feel?
Michael Bennett.
Michael Bennett's contract with the Seahawks. 3 years ago, we all looked a little different, and the producers tell me we've got stills of how we all looked.
No thing.
Oh, this is going to go well for me. I look great in
What
that
do we
clip.
got?
Not bad.
Let me suck it in for a sec.
How we doing? I feel like we're doing all right.
There we go.
I'll take that.
Peter, how's your hip area look compared now? That's what I saw. I look at the profile
The
shot.
ever-expanding waist. Well,
I was even eating in the clip. If someone thinks I was eating, I was actually making a spitball so I could throw it to
we
Peter.
didn't know each other. We're like, throw spitballs at each other.
Can you imagine, Schrager, if you threw
Cringe.
spitballs in the
Wacky times,
Right now?
man.
Really wacky times. Episode 1. Oh my gosh.
How we feeling? Good?
I feel like I aged like the president.
I love it.
Terrible.
I
love it?
The old young Nate right there.
People don't realize we didn't know each other.
We didn't know.
They never sat together, didn't audition together. It's crazy. But we're still here. Senior year, guys.
Third studio. Yes, that studio it makes me nostalgic.
It's a great
It really does. That,
The Hamilton room over there on the side, right?
Just the dressing rooms and the green room and the makeup room and all of that. It was all so new, and then it was home for a
Our
long time.
first ever guest was Jameis Winston. He came on that episode.
That's right.
Jameis came on. We were like, is this the year you take the Bucks? Here we are 3 years later. Jameis, is this the year? Something's never
Isn't
changed.
that wild?
Yeah, it is.
We asked him about his dog Tootsie. That was my contribution, to that interview.
I do want to say your drawing has not gotten better.
It's not
over the
improved.
years.
It's not improved.
But your
never
clothes
changed.
have. Peter, you turned into Jason Priestley in those 3 years. It's incredible.
You went from Mr. Rogers to
I love that
Jason
you like
Priestley.
Jason Priestley.
He did. He kind of looks a little peach. I look like
Okay.
Kevin James now. You look
I
like
can
Jason
see
Priestley.
a little Brandon Walsh in
so did
you.
Nate.
Come on, Kevin can wait.
Get off of me.
It is their
No one looks like Nate on 90210, I'll tell you that.
Oh,
Here for it.
that's true.
Will Silva never changes.
What's
He's
happening,
like
though?
Tom Brady. I don't know. What,
Hey.
All I know is Shrakes. I mean, you still have the tan. I mean, it doesn't matter day one or you're on vacation. You still have your tan going there, my friend.
That's it.
Looking
Check
good.
in a
I don't
couple
know what,
weeks.
August.
you know, Kyle. What were you eating in that clip on the first day? What was
Everything.
that? Cashews.
Everything.
What
An
did
awesome
you have?
blossom, probably. I didn't get my hands on. I was living out of a box, very stressed out. Had my takes on. Well, Josh Norman going from Carolina to Washington work. Who knows? It's a lot of money for a corner.
Getting ready for that water cooler segment. It was stressful,
Oh
man.
my gosh, I know. My water cooler was
Also,
filled
though,
with
like-
gravy.
When you guys would do the lead block, it'd be like lead block, really like just stoked, excited,
Yeah.
whatever. Now you guys are kind
Earnest.
of like, yeah,
Very
lead block.
earnest.
Yeah, it's like lead block.
Lead
Yeah, whatever,
block.
lead block.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll ramp it back up for you, Will. We'll ramp
Will,
it
you're a day one guy. You've been here since the very beginning.
Yes.
Take it away.
Yes. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Shrags. K, fellas, it has been quite the ride. And it's been quite the ride for the Texans, who have high expectations for the 2019 season with J.J. Watt and Deshaun Watson healthy for a full offseason. They are light years ahead of where they were at the same point last season, but now they have a couple of receivers working their way back from injuries. If healthy, the Texans could potentially have one of the best trio of receivers in the NFL with DeAndre Hopkins, Will Fuller, and Kiki Cutie. Quarterback Deshaun Watson licking his chops at the thought of having all his weapons at his disposal. He told our guy, Daniel Jeremiah, the sky is the limit for a healthy Texans roster.
There's really no limits on what we can do. I mean, it's all in the air, and, you know, the standard is very, very high. So it's going to be up to us to be able to get on the same page, build that chemistry, and just try to take it to another level. And we have the opportunity. We're going to have the plays and the coaching and everything like that. So it's going to be up to us when we step on the field on game day.
From one quarterback to another, Kirk Cousins now in his second training camp as a member of the Vikings and getting used to a new center, that being 18th overall pick, Garrett Bradbury. Cousins telling our Colleen Wolfe and James Jones he's liking what he's seen from the rookie, except for one particular issue.
Well, I'll tell you what, Garrett's the man. I mean, he is a great person. He's a great player. He's a great athlete. You can see why he went so high in the draft and how he could be a great player for us. The one catch I have with Garrett is he's a heavy sweater. And so I'm gripping the football every time I go back, and the ball is soaking wet, and I can't grip it. And I'm looking at the coaches saying, we got to figure this out. So I'm asking the equipment staff to bring extra pairs of shorts out to practice so that he can have a wardrobe change, because the heavy sweating thing is tough.
Is this true, or are you just like hanging him out to dry right now?
Well, I'm hanging him out to dry, but it's absolutely the truth. It's absolutely the truth. So we're going to get the equipment staff going on that. And then, when the weather turns, we're playing at Soldier Field in later in the year or whatever it may be, that he's not going to be as sweating as heavy then. But training camp, it doesn't work real well.
All right, so sweating, who knew, was an issue for the center there, Garrett Bradbury in Minnesota, Kyle. This is a real thing. Perhaps that should be a gif of Key with the helmet on and the profusely sweating gif. Maybe that needs to be the one,
It's incredible that she was in the company of Kirk Cousins, and yet Colleen made the best dad joke about hanging him out to dry, or mom joke, as it were. It's like out singing Elvis. It's incredible. Thank you, Will. We got important business to take care of, and some interactive stuff that the viewers have helped us with, guys. We know we have the holdout bingo board we've been tracking because we had 6 stars who were holding out. It's now down to 5. But look at it. Here's where. Peter, you never got to see this because you were out.
No, I wasn't here.
But this is some of the classics from Next Man Up. Anything jump out at the board for you there, Peter?
Yeah, I mean, Focus on Football is the one I've heard 32
That's the
coaches
one.
in 32 cities say the last 5 years.
We took care of a couple of these. This is anytime a coach, player, anyone involved in any of these holdouts says this soundbite, tweet us, and we will cross it off. Sure enough, guys, somebody tweeted us one of them. Give me the tweet from, there we go. This is from the real Steve Brule. Jay Gruden just let GMFB cross off another square for the holdout bingo board, talking about Trent Williams. Quote, I just got to coach the guys that are here.
Yeah. What's here?
And let's see if he did it. Roll Coach Gruden. Thank you, Twitter.
With Trent, is there a point where, as a coach, you get a little bit more concerned about the situation or, just where this is going?
No, I just have to let it play out, really. I think it's up to Trent and our people here to try to get something done. So I just got to coach the guys that are here. That's what I'll continue to do.
It's great.
That's how we make it, baby. Cross it off. 3 down, 6 to go. Adams, you know the board well. What's jumping out there?
Like, next man up needs to be gone. Tony Pollard, Jerry Jones come out and say it's next man up.
We thought that'd be the first one off, right?
Yes, easy.
But if you see any of these, including from New Orleans, the center square is we're so glad to have him back out here. Like Thomas, tweet us the show. We'll give you credit. We'll cross it off the board. It is holdout bingo.
I think we might have missed one already.
What do you got?
If you look down in Dallas, I'm pretty sure Jerry Jones or even Stephen Jones have said he's a great player.
Oh, yeah?
He's a great player when talking about Zeke. So
Nate,
might have to go look at the tape. I'll tweet the show afterwards if I find it. I got to find it first.
Go grind some tape, Nate. At GMFB with your tweets. If you see something, say something to us on Twitter.
It's like Tia said.
By the way, I thought the middle square was a free space.
We changed it because it's so obvious. It's optimistic.
Ooh, love that. All right, some amazing guests all day long on Inside Training Camp Live that kicks off in about 10 minutes. Andrew Siciliano up with the Bills, where he will welcome Josh Allen to sit next to him and talk Smurfs. And accuracy and expectations. And it's Throwback Thursday.